Bro, there's mice living in it. Good. Drag her out.
We'll grab the old Cummins.
Go ahead and give her a little shot of brake clean. See if she'll fire up. We got a jump box on it right now. And the starter never worked on this with the key, so I always just jumped it with some needle nose.
Let me try to get in here with this. There's like nothing in the can, so we got.
Oh, that did not sound happy at all. It's like hitting two-step on the starter. She might be locked up. Or it's just that starter.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think that starter's just done. It almost went though.
Yeah, it was thirsty.
I also want to hook it behind the truck. See if he'll bump start.
Bump start it? That's not a bad idea.
Even though there's no reason we need to start it, I just want to.
I want to hear the knock.
One last hurrah. Yeah, it was a pretty good knock.
Yeah.
All right, we're behind the truck. We're gonna see if this thing will bump start. Oh, it's running. It's running. Unhook me. Unhook the strap. Listen to that knock. Bro, a mouse just ran out of it. Bro, there's mice living in it. They're all running out. Bro. Literally mice are just out of this thing. Trouser did not do a good job cleaning up. Are you good? You got it? Is it wedged in there? I don't want to let it die. Unhook it from the trunk and give me that end. I'll just toss that in here with me. I can't believe a mouse ran out.
It sounds so bad. It idles.
Listen to her purr. It's a healthy motor right there. I can't believe it still runs. Yeah, she's knocking pretty good. Oh, oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. That poor motor. All right, I've heard enough. I've heard enough, guys. She's done. Time for a K.
Yeah, it's K.
Jesus. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some work on the red MR2 For those of you who don't remember, we picked this thing up a while back for $400. This thing was just sitting in a field, rotting away, and it was our friend's brother's, and he told me he'd give it to us for a really good deal, you know, 400 bucks. I could not pass that up for a relatively clean SW20. At the time, I had planned on taking the interior out of this car and swapping it over into our white one, because this has the full black interior, and then the white MR2 had the full blue interior, which I didn't like as much, but we ended up flocking the dash, and the interior in the white one is already in really good shape. So I figured we would just work with what we have, because the interior in this red one is really beat up, and it would probably take more work to swap it over than it's worth. So this MR2 kind of just sat in the corner for a while since I didn't really do anything with it. And my original plan with this car after we swapped the interiors out was to then take all of the old stuff out of the white MR2 and then put it into this one, because for those of you who don't remember, a couple years back, this MR2 did have a completely stock K24 in it with a turbo kit, and it was making 450 wheel horsepower, and it was a very fun car when I had it like that. But I still have all that stuff laying around, so we were just going to take all the stuff that came out of the white MR2 and just throw it into this thing and have a turnkey 450 horsepower K-swapped turbo MR2. And that is still the plan. I do want to K-swap this thing. What we're doing today is pulling the motor, and here's another thing that changed with our plans. So we're pulling the motor because we are actually getting ready to take this thing down to Trevor. He is, you know, a couple hours away from us, Motion Auto TV. He's really good at paint and body work, and me and him worked out a little bit of a deal. Last night we were talking, and he needs a roll cage in his Civic. As you guys know, he has the K all-wheel drive Civic. He is starting to run really good times with it. The local track told him, yo, you need a cage or you're not allowed to race anymore. I now have a good amount of experience in making roll cages for our cars, and I have very little experience in painting and body work. And it's the opposite with Trevor. He has a lot of experience with paint and body work, but not really much experience with fabricating a roll cage. So what we're going to be doing today is getting the motor dropped out of this red MR2, probably clean out the engine bay a little bit as well. And Trevor is going to be completely repainting this thing for me, doing all the little body work that it may need, and then just getting a really nice brand new paint job on this red MR2. And then I plan on getting some new wheels and suspension, clean up the interior, probably gut it all out, get some new seats, make this thing really nice, and then we will eventually K-swap it after that. And my goal with this car is just to make a super clean daily, you know, that's like 450 to 500 horsepower, and I can just drive this thing around every day, you know, go have fun with it. And that will be that, because right now I'm driving the truck every day, which is awesome. I love that truck that we just got, but it does suck on gas, and I do miss driving around a little turbo car every day, because that's just what I like. So that is what we are going to be doing. We're going to swap this out with the Civic once we get it down to Trevor's, and then we're going to bring his Civic back here, and I'll start getting all the material ready, and I'm going to be doing a roll cage in Trevor's Civic, a full 10-point roll cage, just like how we did in my hatch a long time ago. You know, the MR2, Hondaru, same deal, same style roll cage. And then we both get something that we need out of it, because I really want to get this thing back up and running, make it nice, completely restore it, because I think this car does deserve it. I really love the MR2s, and since my MR2's down right now and I can't work on it, at least we have another one we can play with. So that is what we are doing for today, guys. We're just gonna go right at it. Trevor is pretty far away, so we're just gonna go ahead and get this engine ripped out as quick as we can and get her on the way to Trevor's. So let's get to it. You rolling a lot easier now?
Oh,
a lot better than having 3 flat tires.
Yep.
So we just got the motor pulled out of the MR2. Emilio took one of the wheels off his Supra because he had another set for it. This is one of the wheels he had that was like pretty beat up, but it will get us by for right now. So now we can roll it easy. Yeah, brand new wheel. A little bit of curb rash on there, but we got it rolling now. So we're getting ready to power wash it off before we bring it over to Trevor's. Got the motor out over here. So we're just gonna clean out the bay and stuff, and then we'll be able to load her up and we'll be on our way. Man, we got some speed behind her. This is what she looks like now. See what she looks like after Trevor's done with it. It's gonna be a whole new car.
Cherry red. Hey, 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 hey. That's on there, good. Yeah.
Doing a paint job. Needs to wash.
It just needs to get washed. Easy, the clear coat's coming off. You got your bikini in the truck or what?
Gotta get it with mold now.
You gotta wash out them mice.
All right, we got her all loaded up. We made sure not to forget the engine cover because we did take that off when we pulled the motor, but we got that back on there. She's all strapped down. Now we're ready to head over to Trevor's.
Oh,
How you holding up?
Don't even laugh at me, man. I don't think there's a worse feeling than having to go to the bathroom and having to wait.
Yeah.
Hurry up, light. What the hell, man?
You better clench.
Where's
boy.
that rag at, bro? There's no clenching with this one. It's full, gates open. I don't even know where my rag's at. I'm seriously about to just go. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. It's chicken pad thai, bro. It's not trying to stay in me any longer. Bro, this light's broken. This light's broken, bro. Seriously, dude. Look at this. Why is it blinking yellow? Oh my god. I hope, man. These seats aren't gonna be black in a second.
Oh man.
Just run the light, dude. Just run the light. Just run the damn light, bro. This is the longest light in the world. We've been here for 25 minutes.
Oh.
And then there's gonna be a line, or the bathroom's gonna be out of order.
Bro, it didn't even change.
It's gonna be clean up by mile one.
It skipped us.
What the? Oh hell no, bro. This is
You
real.
better get out, boy.
Is this light real? No, seriously, bro. You better run this shit, dog. You better run this light, bro.
What's happening?
What's going on with this light?
The worst timing.
You better get out.
Oh my god, bro.
The light skipped us twice.
Bro, how did it skip us? Oh my god, bro.
Should I go right?
I know what the world's trying to make me do right
I'm
now.
gonna just go right.
Now I understand why old
What's
people got
right, though?
pens.
There's a Sinclair over there.
Oh.
That light literally did not turn green. How can it not sense a damn big ass truck and a trailer at the damn light? Indecent exposure.
Bro.
Feel better now?
Made it.
You have both your socks?
The world
Your
didn't give
underwear
me
on?
this time, bro. Got both my socks and my underwear too. Oh, whoa.
Careful. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, gee.
Well, there's a little bit more body work now.
The mirror, bro. What was that, man?
What happened? It seems alright.
You hit the cable.
We weren't straight.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Shouldn't be too bad, right?
It's nice
I think she's
small.
pretty straight. Yeah, there's like a couple little dings like here and there, but I mean,
that's, yeah.
it's not bad.
It's, well, all the hell.
Do you see hail in there?
Yeah, it's got.
Oh yeah, it does. Have.
Oh yeah, it does have.
Should I make it like too nice to where you don't want to make it your daily?
I don't know. I mean, just show us what you can do, bro.
The
Your name's on it regardless.
You've seen the Supra, so.
I'm gonna do a good job on your cage.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You know, I'm putting that cage in like this might save my friend's life.
No, not might is.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't want to say is. That
'Cause
means
then
he's
it means
gonna
he's
crash.
He's gonna
No,
rock
it's
that.
gonna save
It
his
might
life.
have to save his life.
Well, it's gonna save my YouTube channel, okay? Because then I could go to the track and freaking do fast
Get
passes.
some more content.
I could beat you guys again.
Yeah, we can
And
actually.
Hey, put it back in the trailer.
Let's go, man. Get that back in there.
He can't beat us if he doesn't have a cage. I'll watch your videos and learn how to paint myself. Yeah, you'll just go drop it off, get the Mako paint job. Like, well, what stuff do you need? Like
None of it.
Like AC lines.
Literally, okay, that's the only thing I want to try to keep is I do want to try to make the AC work again later with the K series. So maybe just kind of unscrew those from there and just keep those tucked out of the way. But besides the AC, besides those AC lines, everything else can come out.
Okay.
Literally all of
padding
it.
on the back.
The coolant lines, this padding, all of it, and then pretty much it's ready just to go over. You know, after you prep it, and then the brake lines you have to move out of the way. The only other thing is if you can just take a grinder and then just nip off all the extra studs from this, because when you take all this off, you'll just see a whole bunch of studs. So on mine, I just cut all those off.
You don't run
Just
these
to get them out of the way. No, I got rid of all that. Just get rid of all that. I'm gonna leave it so it's nice and painted right there. And then, if you want, actually just leave, just only leave this stud right here.
Okay.
If you can remember that, because I did leave that one on mine, and that's where I mount my regulator. So it makes
nice.
a nice little mount. But all the others I got rid of. Everything else just come out.
All right.
And that's it.
Are they all Targas or are they some hard tops?
Some are hard tops, but it's rare. Most of them are.
Bible. The Bible.
Oh yeah, it came with a Holy Bible. You know the best part?
They knew how sketchy it was.
It has an aftermarket head unit in it, and it came with this.
With an iPod.
It has
Ooh.
9,000 songs on
That's
it.
like probably a classic. iPod classic.
Yeah, just make sure you leave this window down so the rats have a place to come in and out.
Yeah, you might have some new friends.
We got.
in the
They can.
shop.
They can
I
make
got-
friends.
I got
Maybe we
some-
can have rat fights. We find them like
Dude,
our
maybe-
rats versus your rats.
Well, these guys are gangsters, so I don't know.
Where's
Bro,
the
we
nest
left
at?
we left a note warning them that
I
we'll,
seen, yeah.
we'll let trouser.
And they made a bed out of
They
it.
made a bed out of the note. They chewed it up.
It's not even there anymore, bro.
They said,
give a heck.
they said,
I said you will die if you stay in here. I said or death by snake, and they didn't care.
they said bring it.
They're like, bring it on.
All right. Well, hopefully they get out.
So you've been going too fast?
Too fast. They told me don't come back till I got a cage. So we put 4 slicks on it the last time down here at PMP, and had an issue where the oil line came down. So then the tech guys were like really looking at the car. It was doing a bunch of weird stuff. So then I figured that out and went and did like the last pass of the night. And like the tech guy was like right up at the front and did a 10-8 on the slicks. And so he's like, told him, he's like, tell him not to come back till he gets a cage in it. So
It did the 10-8 all-wheel drive?
All 4 slicks, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, you're definitely at that point where it needs a roll cage, and he already got the windshield pulled out for us, so that's going to make it a lot easier. We don't have to wait on anyone to come do that, but it's going to be another long
excited.
process.
Yeah. No, it was funny because we were talking about it, what, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, a while back.
When we were up there, and
The original plan was Trevor wanted to do Wago, or I wanted Trevor to do Wago, but I
want
know.
to paint the hatch, like the red hatch. I want to be responsible for like making that.
I know, and that's what I was gonna say now. I was like, everyone's gonna be like, why are you not getting the hatch painted? It deserves it. But the hatch, I'm just waiting on some stuff that hasn't been developed yet. The hatch is gonna be sick once I work on it again.
And
but
like the front end thing that you're talking about too. So
Yeah.
like we could make it clean, but then there's other pieces that need to get painted, like. So there's no reason to.
yeah,
I guess,
so
kind of
what it
paint.
comes down to is Trevor needs a cage now, and the
You need a
hatch.
daily.
Yeah, I need a daily, and the hatch isn't ready now for a paint job because I want to redo a lot of things on the car. I would want a 3-piece front end. I'd be changing the exhaust dump and stuff. So I want to make sure all that's finalized before I get a really nice paint job on the hatch, and that's a ways out. So for right now, we have this red MR2 that I have been wanting to do the same thing to as well. Paint it up, make it really nice and clean. So for the time being, this is going to work out awesome. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, I hate doing roll cages, but it is what it is. And I'm sure you hate doing body work and paint. So
too, but it's like one of those things. Like once you do it, like you don't want anybody else to do it.
yeah,
For you, like,
Yep.
because then like if I sent out my car and paid whatever to have it painted, like I would get it back and I'd be looking down the sides and like being upset. I'd just be like, man, I should have just did it myself, Yeah, I mean, you've seen the Supra, you've seen this thing.
Oh yeah,
turned out
I
pretty
know
good.
you can do some really clean work. This thing's really nice and clean. He repainted this car, and then of course the Supra came out amazing, and that thing was a freaking pile when they got it. So I feel really confident you can make the MR2 look good. And then you've seen the roll cages I've done.
Yeah, yeah, the cage in like the you know, not the Wago, the
hatch or Hondaroo.
Yeah, Hondaroo and the hatch, and then the MR2. So yeah, I'm excited. Chromoly, we could go fast. We could go fast together now and not get kicked out. I could actually go to events like across the state. I mean, you've seen I have my daughter. Like, I don't want to like not come home at the end of a track day. Like, I want to be as safe as I can.
It's a lot of risk even to yourself.
Yeah, and you know, they say with age comes the cage. So like when I was younger, I had like crotch rockets, dirt bikes, all that crazy stuff. And then now I'm like, you know, cars and cages.
The cage has come.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, we'll get you taken care of, and then we are going to be trying to get this done in what, like a week, you think?
Yeah, I'd say
maybe
about
a little
week
longer.
and a half. The good thing is we have our cars for ransom too.
Yeah, it's like we don't get each other's car back until they're done.
Yeah.
We just go to the track after we get the cage in, and then
Yeah, what if we beat you to it? We're just gonna go rip this thing. Well,
We already thought of that. No, I'm just kidding.
do we have?
Yeah, we set well, I mean, Brent already knows. But Brent already knows everything.
You're not
Like,
allowed to have Brett plug in. No.
give me the moon tune.
You guys have to show him shirt gets burnt down?
Yeah.
Well, this is how she looks now. We'll let Trevor do his magic. We're gonna have ourselves a fresh MR2.
Yeah, you gonna leave this black, or are you gonna go red with that, Kyle?
I think I might want to go red with that. Maybe depends what you think.
Probably
Maybe before you actually start
I would say
shooting.
probably red. Yeah, I mean, if you want to like get on the forums and look at some pictures of like other ones, I didn't know if there's like a lip kit or something you wanted to do.
Yeah, I don't know about the front yet, but I do think I want to add side skirts because I don't know what they have going on right here with this black stripe.
So that's like a factory. They do that as like a chip guard. So
okay.
like
Yeah, it's like almost like an undercoating.
It's almost like a spray bed liner, but it's like a chip guard. It's just textured so like it absorbs rock chips and doesn't, you know, go all the way down to the metal.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't know what you were gonna do with that, but I mean, honestly, it could just be up to your best judgment. I don't care. I know it's gonna look really good
is like
either
on
way.
Stuff like this is we'll just sand it so it's just smooth and nice.
Okay.
So it's just
and then just
like,
go over
it's
it.
just as shiny and smooth as this is as it is down there. Or
Okay.
we could put another chip guard, or put a side skirt, or do whatever, you know. Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a set of skirts that you like, and then if there's a lip, like just order them, ship them here, and then we could get them. You know, I could just paint them and put them on.
Okay. And then I was wondering if I don't find anything right away, do you think you can just like have a little extra batch mixed up so then when the day comes,
I'll probably at least have an extra quart just of paint, just in case we ever have
need to
any issues
reshoot
with
some
it.
stuff on it. Sweet.
Oh yeah, that little fiberglass thing.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna talk to you about. So when we first got this thing running, I was kind of dumb and I went and did donuts in the dirt, and it flung up some rocks, and a rock took this little corner out, and that is a fiberglass piece. Yeah. But the rest of it looks pretty clean, so I figured you could either just rebuild that up or find a new one.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a big deal.
Well guys, we got the MR2 dropped off over here at Trevor's, so from here on out, it is in his hands, and I know he is going to do a really good job on it, and we already got his Civic loaded up on the trailer, so we are getting ready to head back for tonight, and then I'm going to be getting material to start on his roll cage first thing tomorrow, and then, you know, like we said earlier, we're both going to try to get them done within like a week and a half time frame. We'll just see where we go from there, and like you said, if we don't get them done on time, we just have each other's cars as collateral, so we don't get them back till both jobs are done.
I feel like you might get yours like the cage done before me.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely keep in touch with you, and if you're like, this is where I'm at, I'll go according. You know, I'm not going to rush it unless I'm like, oh, he's far.
2 days it's going to be done.
We'll pick it up on Tuesday.
It's going to be a lot of fabricating in the next couple days. But yeah, I'm really excited. I've always wanted to get this thing done. It's just been sitting forever. And yeah, it's finally happening. So we're going to be heading out for tonight.
Yep.
And
yeah, I'm excited. We'll be able to watch you do the cage, and you can watch me do this.
we'll be scratching each other's backs. He can race his Civic after this, and then I'll have this thing up and going instead of it just sitting in a corner in a field with mice living in it.
Yeah, I'm curious, like how many mice are actually gonna like jump out of this thing.
Yeah, and you'll find their
nests.
nests.
That's crazy watching them hop out of here and run away from
Dude, there's a nest under the hood. There's a little nest of like leaves and paper, and then there's a whole bunch of poo in the corner. But anyways, we are getting out of here for tonight. So this will be the first step of getting this MR2 back to her former glory. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.